What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of All the Mods 7. Today, we're going to take this setup that we built last episode and we're going to expand just a little bit. Let's take a look at this rabbit hole trail that we have to go down into. We need fissile fuel. Now, fissile fuel is created in a isotopic centrifuge, which with uranium hexafluoride. Uranium hexafluoride takes hydrofluoric acid and uranium oxide, which each take a different aspect of all these different fluids that we're going to need with these machines. This is all to get plutonium, because we need plutonium to make plutonium pellets, because we need plutonium pellets inside of stuff for things in the all the modium's star. So what we're going to do, we're going to expand this. We're inside of our gigantic compact machine, and I built a shelf up over here. I also went ahead and just built an induction matrix. Basically, it's just induction casings with some providers inside of it, and I'm just using it to store power at the moment. That's all we're doing. It can store 1.6 trillion. I have 55 billion. There were a long ways to go. So let's get started. So the first thing we are going to need is a bunch of machines. So I'm going to grab all these machines that I had made off camera. So we need chemical infusers. We need rotary condensators. We need chemical oxidizers. We're going to need an isotopic centrifuge. We are going to need chemical crystallizer, a chemical distillation chamber. We don't need the digital miner. We're going to need a bunch of the cards. We'll deal with that once we get there. We're going to need pressurized tubes because laser I/O does not deal with things. But I don't know if all of the items that we have in here are can't be used, so we're going to try to use laser I/O where we can, just to try to cut down on the amount of clutter and things like that. But very first item that we need in this train is sulfur dioxide, which is going to take a chemical oxidizer. So we're going to grab the chemical oxidizer, which is this guy here. We're just going to place him down in the corner. This is the very first item in the line of things that we are going to need. We're going to need a point so we can give him power. So let's work on power right off the bat. So this guy should start getting power. If we go to energy inserts, can it not? Red is input. Oh, right. We need to do power out. There we go. Now we got power. Boom. Power, good. Next thing we need to send into this bad boy. We need to send we're gonna need our cabling up here. It's got this stuff. So I wonder if we can pipe in the bottom. Let's grab an exporter. And can we put this here? Let's grab some cables. See, this is all that stuff that like you don't realize that you're like, oh, I'm not gonna need this. And it's like, oh crap, I need that. We'll just run this over It would figure that that one pipe that I put would be in the way. We're totally going to dire wire this thing up. All right. So we need, so what we need for this, we need sulfur dust. It can't be sulfur. It has to be sulfur dust. I've had 6,000 sulfur just kind of sitting inside of our resources. So we're just going to export this into our oxidizer, and hopefully she is working. Right? We good? She's making sulfur dioxide. Excellent. Now we're going to put this into pause because I don't want it to be burning through a lot of the power. So that's step one. We need to take sulfur dioxide, and if we look at our uses of sulfur dioxide, we need that plus oxygen inside of a chemical infuser. So let's grab one of our chemical infusers here, and we'll put him, might as well put him here, right? I mean, we'll have the one side get sulfur dioxide. We'll have this side. No, we'll take this side here, and we'll give it the oxygen that we need. Because we need to make trioxide. It's one of the items that we need. So sulfur plus oxygen. So we need our pressurized tubes. Tube. And I think we'll be fine with just the standards. I mean, that's what we're going to try. So let's do this, and we'll just sneak our way over like that. I mean, it's going to look ugly, but it's going to work eventually. Okay, so let's configure our gases. We're going to have an input on, so we have red, we have our yellow. Let's see, can we put our yellow on the front face? We can. Excellent. And then what we'll do is we will output our blue gases out the right side. Now our sulfur trioxide, we need water vapor to make our sulfuric acid. So we've got sulfur dioxide, we've got trioxide. Now we need water vapor. Water vapor is, you think, would be something very, very simple. For the most part, it is. We need a rotary condensator with some water. So we need our rotary condensator, and we will stick him here, and we will pipe in. I think we'll pipe into this. See that? So the sulfur trioxide. Water vapor needs to go into a chemical infuser. So we're going to grab another chemical infuser. I knew I made a bunch of these for some reason. We'll put that there. So he should be getting the sulfur trioxide. He will be getting the water. For the water, we're going to need a sink. I mean, it's just the most efficient way that I can think to do this. It's not the most compact, but it will work. So let's grab a pipe. Let's just grab some ultimate pipes, because why not? We'll stick him here. We'll pipe down into our fluids. Push. Oh, you know what? I got to get power into all these. So how about we could use laser IO right here. And then we'll have him linked to these. These will all push down. This can grab our water and pull it down in. Okay, that works. Let's go ahead and set this up now. So we are going to, I do not have any energy cards. All right, guys, I'm going to grab a bunch of stuff. We'll be back. Okay, so here's what we did. We went ahead, added our laser IO to each of them. So we're putting power in on the top on all of them. We're pulling water from the sink and dropping it into the rotary condensator. So we are now getting our water here. We're getting water vapor. Water vapor is pushing into our chemical infuser. Chemical infuser is grabbing our tritium from here, from our oxygen and our sulfur. So if we turn this back on for a second, just to show how this whole setup is going to work. These two are combining. We are getting sulfuric acid. So this is good. This is what we want. So we're going to put these again. We're going to put these guys in pause. We'll let that one finish out. We'll let this one finish out too. How much are you using? Yeah, you're only using 20 RF tech. That's fine. Okay, so next beast in this thing, we got water vapor covered. Check. We need what is this one generating? Sulfuric acid. What did we use sulfuric acid for? Sulfuric acid. Crap. I don't know why I needed sulfuric acid. Uranium oxide, hydrofluoric acid. Here, this is why. We needed sulfuric acid. Okay. We need sulfuric acid to make the hydrofluoric acid. So we need our chemical dissolution chamber now, which we can stick right in front so that we pipe directly into it. So let's grab our chemical dissolution chamber. We'll put this here. We will grab our configurator. We don't want this guy connecting here, so that can be disconnected. He's getting sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is going, we're going to need some power onto this guy, so we're going to go ahead and do this, and we're going to link that one to that one. That's fine. We can go into here, and on the down, we're going to go ahead and say insert. That way it's getting power. Fantastic. Now, obviously, it needs another item. It needs the item to actually make the hydrofluoric acid, which in this case is fluorite. Do I even have fluorite? FLU. Yeah, we got fluorite. So we're going to need another exporter. Export. And it was here. Here. Okay. So we're going to export. And what are we exporting? We are exporting our fluorite. And then we can grab our cables. Boop, and we can connect everything up. So we're just going to go right underneath this, and that will connect this guy up. Now, we should be processing. Right? So we should be getting our hydrofluoric acid, or hydrofluoric whatever. We need to put them inside of here. It's going to be coming up from the bottom. There we go. Input into this. This will now start creating our hydrofluoric acid that we need. Yay. Hydrofluoric acid, we need to mix hydrofluoric acid and uranium oxide. Uranium oxide, chemical oxidizer with yellow cake uranium. We don't have that processing. Let's get rid of the hydrofluoric acid. Yeah, so I'm gonna get some of this started. I'm gonna set up for the next one, and we'll be right back. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to take our uranium ingot, we throw it inside of an enrichment chamber. And so I created a pattern for this, stuck it inside of our chamber, so now it knows that if I need this item, it knows how to craft it. So I went ahead, created an exporter, put yellow cake, and I put a crafting upgrade inside of the exporter, and we attached that to our block over here. So now it's constantly exporting. So this will, as long as this inventory here is full, it'll stop exporting, and if we need the items, it'll craft them for us. Okay, so now we need to take our uranium oxide, which we can get rid of that now, and we use this to create our uranium hexafluoride inside of another chemical infuser. So we have another chemical infuser here, and we will put him down here. We got our hydrofluoric acid on this side. We should be getting our other one here. We are going to, I don't want to output to the left. I would like you to output, or to the right rather. I would like you to output to the left. So we're going to output you over here. So now these two are combining, and it's getting ourselves our uranium hexafluoride. So again, we need another power node here, and we can just link that one to this one as well. And then what we'll do is, again, on the down, we'll just throw an energy card so it always has power. So now, as long as everything has power and is good and is happy, this is a nice, mostly compact little system. Let's see what our next steps are. So our next step in this process is to use the isotopic centrifuge, which I did make one already. So we're going to just stick him here. Hopefully it auto imports. Heck yes. And we're just going to continue to use our laser nodes, and we'll just link him to him, because why not? Laser nodes are great. Thank you, Direwolf20 for making this thing. I did not realize how freaking awesome this was, honestly. You are not getting power, though. Can you not receive power on the top? Insert no. Why not? So let's disconnect this one. Do a shift. Let's do this way. No. Do I have to put power? No. See, that's going to go out the front. Does power come in the bottom? It does look like power comes in the bottom. Okay. So let's grab our node. Yep. Stick that there, and we're just going to go ahead and we'll just link it. Now that should have linked that previous node to this. And on this time, we're going to do it on the up. It's going to get its power. And I'm hearing noise now, so this is good. This is good. And we got sparkles. Even better, guys. This is fantastic. All right. So let's close up our hole here. So now what we should be getting is fissile fuel. This, and it was funny. This is the fuel that we need. So we made this whole setup right here to get this one fuel, because this fuel is what we need to run our nuclear reactor. Because we need to run our nuclear reactor so that we can get nuclear waste. That's the purpose of this. So I'm gonna switch gears here. We're gonna let some run. We're gonna add all of our speed upgrades and all of that stuff to this, and then we'll be back to get with the next step. So I went ahead and made a chemical tank to store our fissile fuel in, because I'm not sure exactly how much of this we are gonna need. Not enough energy to run at maximum speed. Okay, so we're having energy issues here as well. I mean, to be fair, I think we're keeping up pretty darn well. Let's throw some node overclockers in this one. And this guy, just throw node overclockers in all of them, just because if they are, this is node though. So is this linked to on the down east west over? So we already overclocked you. We've already overclocked you. I don't think I need to overclock these. I'm going to anyway, but I don't. See, like this doesn't need to be in this because it doesn't serve any purpose to be inside of that one. That's already overclocked. On the down, yeah, I don't think we really need to do this, but I'm going to, just as a precaution. I'm not sure exactly how the overclock system works with this. On the up, I think if we overclock this node, because we already overclocked this. Let's see if we have any other overclocker. Give me 32. This will be on the up. In theory, it should cause the thing to transmit power faster, I guess. I mean, we're sort of keeping up. I mean, I think the issue right now really is that we can't produce. We're not producing the. We're not producing the yellow cake fast enough. Really. Okay, so requesting it faster with a speed upgrade is not going to get us anything. Let's go back to the thing here. Putting in a stack upgrade for any of these isn't going to make a difference in terms of the requester. It's just gonna do one at a time. There's a lot of stuff in this interface. Why is there so much stuff going into this interface? Interesting. I don't think a stack upgrade fits. I don't think you can put a stack upgrade inside of a crafter, can you? No. We might need to think of another way to do that then. That's kind of slow. I mean, it's not going to hurt anything, I suppose. How are we doing on uranium? Not hurting. Here, let's help it. Let's help it along, shall we? Yeah, there we go. All right, so lots of things. We've gotten a bunch of stuff done at the moment. Let's hit pause for a second. Let's figure out what we're gonna do.